Linda Miracle here, and today our blog is going to be on wearing mask, like this kind of mask. There's been so much controversy and talk around wearing masks, not wearing masks. It's become so politicized, and I'm going to suggest that maybe there's a little something else to people who have a resistance around masks. Many people, this pandemic to begin with is traumatic to everyone in one way or another. Many of us, though, carry past traumas as well. And trauma, a lot of times with trauma, we develop, well, all the time with trauma, we develop parts of us that are fabulous and often fierce protectors. They learn how to operate in the world and keep us safe. And quite frequently, one of those protective behaviors is really diligently looking and assessing how safe our environment is around us. Walk into a store, walk into a room, and as a very dear person likes to say, this part really knows how to read a room, and it knows if it's safe. Our survival depended on that ability to read the room at some point in time. So now we come into a situation where we're needing to do this. And this person walks into a room and people's faces are covered, sometimes even with sunglasses. And those parts can get really activated because they can't assess the people around them. The other side of it is very often in trauma, there's a lot around not speaking. So this can feel a lot like this. Often in childhood trauma, children are told that they can't say anything, and if they do, they're going to be in trouble or someone's going to be hurt in their family. Often, even as adults, there's parts that carry a great deal of shame that really it's this. So having that mask on the face can trigger those parts and they can become very active. And so a person can have a lot of anxiety around face masks that have it's nothing to do with someone's political agenda, nothing to do with not caring about making other people sick. They may not even be aware of why they feel this anxiety. They just know they don't like masks. And I would suspect that for the vast majority of, I can't stand this face mask thing, there's a bit of this behind it. And so I'm going to invite us all to take a moment and explore just what we feel personally around masks. So I'm going to invite you to put a mask on. I'm going to put my mask back on. And I'm going to ask you to take a moment. Take a deep breath. Settle into the body. And as you sit here, take a look at me now wearing a mask. When I started this blog, I wasn't wearing a mask. Has anything changed? Take a moment, feel your body. What is it like now, looking at me wearing a mask? Has anything shifted? Maybe it hasn't. Now I'm going to invite you to close your eyes for just a moment and explore what it feels like on your body to have the mask on. What does it feel like with your breathing? What does it feel like touching your face? Maybe hanging on your ears? What feels different than maybe what we felt a moment ago before we put this mask on? Let's bring our awareness there. Does something feel different? So let's explore that. Let's take a moment and begin to focus on our breath. Take a moment and let's get a feeling like it's our heart that's inhaling and our heart that's exhaling. Each breath expanding that space of the heart a little bit more. And as we do that, we're creating an open space in the heart with each breath. And settle into that open space of the heart. A space that may feel kind of neutral, but may have an open-hearted curiosity, may feel compassion and openness. And now I'm going to invite you to focus back to what felt different when you looked at me wearing a mask or when you put the mask on. Maybe nothing felt different. And if nothing felt different, then I'll invite you to just breathe from this open-hearted space. But if something did feel different, your awareness to where you feel that. Is it in your face where your mask is, in your chest maybe, in your belly, anywhere, maybe in your head? Maybe you feel something a little off your body, but around your body. Sit in this open space of the heart and observe that. And as you observe it, how do you feel towards that feeling? And continue to sit in that space of your heart. And if there's any feelings of maybe anxiety or don't like it or want that feeling to go away, it shouldn't be there. Breathe some space so that that can be there. But you can still observe this feeling that came up around the mask from an open-hearted curiosity, from a place of compassion. Invite that feeling that came up around the mask to share with you what it feels like when it wears that mask, when it sees others in a mask. What's that like? Let it know. You hear that, you get it. And if it doesn't say anything, let it know you feel it. You get what it's feeling. Maybe it's willing to show you other times that it's had this feeling and there wasn't a mask there. We weren't in a pandemic. Maybe it's willing to show you the first time it's had these feelings. And again, if it doesn't, let it know that's all right. You can feel it. And from this place of compassion, ask it, what is it afraid would happen if it didn't feel like this? How is it helping you? And what does it need to feel supported? And sit with it, with this open-hearted curiosity, with this compassion, in this place of no judgment, no agenda, and let it know you can feel it. Let it know you are there and it is not alone. Let it know that anytime it needs, it can come to this place in the heart. It's okay if it needs you to ask someone, can I just for a second see your face? I'll stand away. It makes me feel safer to see what you look like, or even if you don't want to go that far. I like to see people's faces. Maybe for a moment, if it helps you connect, stand back and put your mask down just for a moment, give a big smile, and say, just so you can see what I look like. Whatever that part of you needs to help connect in this time of mask. And let it know the space is here and you are here whenever it needs you. Let it know you'll check in with it frequently, going out in the world with mask. So that's our space that we're going to stay in, this heart space around our mask or not wearing mask. And bring a conscious effort to connecting with others from this space, being aware of our own anxiety that may come up around wearing masks. So that's our blog for today. Please wear your mask and help us all stay healthy, and also help us work with the parts of ourselves that feel anxiety around that. So until my next blog, please, please, please use all the blogs on this website, all the resources, the movements, the sounds. I am always available. Please reach out anytime you need me. I'm here. Reach me by email, by phone. So stay well, stay healthy, and stay connected. Bye.